Telkom Business, behind South African businesses' drive to thrive.
We are back with more SME content here on the Entrepreneurial SME. And we've had some interesting experts on the program sharing their outlook on the overall landscape of small business sector in South Africa today. Joining me in studio is Tshepo Mohlala, founder of the popular Tshepo Jeans. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a look at the business of the bespoke denim fashion.
My name is Tshepo Mohlala. I am from a small township in the far east of Johannesburg called Tsakane. I am a founder and a creative director for a brand called Tshepo Jeans, and that's where we are today. What we do is we design and make jeans. Like a lot of people don't really find the perfect fitting jean in the market, and that's why Tshepo exists. And quite recently, we actually just did a collaboration with one of my best friends and say LSG. We just launched a fragrance called Burning Star, and it's an oud designed for the night, but also it's one of those scents that you wear in the morning and like throughout the day it just changes by time and by sweat and depending on your skin. I wanted to be a cinematographer, realized I had more love towards fashion, dropped out when she studied fashion, but I found myself being in the denim industry really in 2013, and from there I think like it's just like nostalgia led me to where I am when I was young. I can truly say we really started like selling and really behaving like a real business since 2018 when I first moved in here. At first I was selling from my backpack, you know, and hopping from one space to another, and then moved in here in 2018. One of my biggest challenges that I've encountered running the business, I think at some point, like I remember in 2019 somewhere, and you know, like the business wasn't really doing well, but the brand was out there. There's two guys walk into the store, and I was like, yo, what's up? They're like, we're here to fetch the car. We haven't been paying for 3 months. I was like, oh. Then I had to immediately make the payment. And I guess like it's one of those things, you know, like finance as a small business, you always like, it's either you choose to pay rent, you pay salaries, or you pay, there's always that. But I guess like proper planning and having the right people around has kind of helped me not find myself in those positions again.
Not many people name their product or business after themselves. That's rather bold, if not dangerous. Hello, Tshepo. How's it?
How are you doing, Rams?
I'm good. Good to see you. Buddy.
Yeah, good to be
It's
here.
been a minute.
It's been a while.
But that's a genuine question, right?
Yeah.
The boldness of naming it after yourself.
I think for me, like ever since I was a kid, like I've always like looked at international brand names, your Karl Lagerfeld, your Tommy Hilfiger, and actually Levi's I didn't know was a real person until I became older and smarter. And I remember when I started Tshepo, this one guy was like, dude, like you Tshepo the jean maker, when's my jean, do it. You know? Yeah, with Tshepo, do it. And I guess like that kind of hit me. And also I wanted to create a legacy. I come from a place where there's no legacy. So I wanted to create a legacy, something that I can be remembered by, and like I can pass it down to my kids and their kids and impact our South African nation, you know, a heritage brand for SA, I guess.
Who are you making this jean for?
You know, it's an interesting question because quite recently my team and I have been looking at who's buying our jeans, and we see it's everyday guys. It's an everyday guy who works at the bank, it's an everyday guy who's a CEO, a founder, a guy on a tax shop. It's our jeans are like really designed for everyday practicality, lifestyle functionality, you know. So people who really, one, who love our brand story, two, also find a great product, you know, it suits that.
How then do you differentiate yourself from competition? Because there is ample competition out there.
I think for me it was like we were never all about like fighting competition or anything like that. It was always about like how do I help Rams find his perfect pair of jeans that can work for his everyday life. And with word of mouth, people have been recommending people to come to us. So I guess like for us it hasn't been all about like differentiating yourself. It's about doing good work, and people will follow you.
Well, speaking about recommendation, then you end up in the global market. I mean, the Duchess of Sussex wears your jeans?
I mean, like it's like I said, it's a word of mouth. You know, when she came to visit us, and like when
must be a big mouth that got to her.
Yeah, it's a PA. The PA came, I think, a couple of months ago, and they're like, "Listen, dude, you better get jeans from Tshepo." You know, so I think it's by doing good work and giving the best experience. People will always talk about you.
What did that do for the business?
What it did for the business, I think it kind of affirmed it. It was at a time where everybody was saying, "Who's gonna wear Tshepo? Tshepo na kana gore ke mang, his jeans are expensive." It just gave me affirmation. Tshepo, you're doing a great job, and if queens and princesses and people from around the world come and buy your stuff with confidence, then you don't have to worry about what people are saying. Just continue doing what you're doing.
You got 2 stores now, right?
2 stores, yeah.
But there should be much more than the stores. Where else do you do business?
We do business online. We started our online store during lockdown. My sister and I, you know, like everything is closed down. We're like, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And we created a mask. And then boom, masks sold like hotcakes, you know. After that, like we realized we didn't have a platform for us to start selling online. So we started to open up our online store, which has really kind of become one of our main income streams in the past couple of months.
It is the world right now, right? That's where we are. I mean, it's great for me to walk to Hyde Park to your store, but it's even better if I'm sitting at home and I can buy.
I mean, that's what every retailer hopes for, right? Every retailer hopes for, it's easier, it's cheaper to run a business online, you know. However, we live in a world where everybody still wants to touch and feel, unless like a person has bought from us before. Sometimes, you know, people still have that stigma of, I want to go into a retail store, experiences, especially with a pair of jeans. You want to try them on, fit them on, and then once you find that fit with Tshepo, you can start buying online like hotcakes, you know. So, but ideally, that's where we want to drive our business to, and I guess that's where the whole world is going. I mean, like everybody has a smartphone right now.
You're an up and about guy. I mean, you out there. Everybody who's with their soul, they should know who Tshepo is.
Am I?
Talk to me about marketing. I mean,
yeah.
What kind of marketing strategies do you employ to get your brand to the level where it is now?
I believe like it's social media. Hey, social media for us. Tshepo was born on social media. That's where the name came from. Yeah. Like, I was a social media baby. From there, it became a physical brand. But for me, like I said, word of mouth has been the best way to put our brand out there, and partnerships has been really great for us. So word of mouth, you know, like Rams told his friend is like the CEO of this company, then they come and they buy hundreds of jeans. They, you know, the employees get to experience the brand, they tell people about it. So really for me, I would say word of mouth has been there, and also being in platforms like this, talking about what we do, how we do it, and why we do it.
I was fascinated by a campaign you started a few years ago called We the People.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
I mean, like for me, I had a very interesting man talk about our South African constitution and Robbie Brosen. And when I was there, I was like, oh my God, the whole world needs to know this. We have one of the best constitutions in the world. You know, how do I, as a brand, tell people and familiarize people with this beautiful constitution? So we took the first 3 letters of the preamble, put it there, and then Woolies at the time came to us. I was like, yo, we'd love to do something with you. We're like, hey, we have this beautiful constitution. How about we do a t-shirt range with you guys and put it in your stores? 2021, we put it in their stores. We sold out within 2 weeks. And I guess like people got it. Some people got it. Some people didn't get it. The ones who didn't get it, they saw a celebrity probably wearing it. Other people were like, they wanted to have a piece of Tshepo. But I think for me, like a message to the nation was about like, we've got a beautiful constitution, even when everybody, whatever is happening right now, the political instabilities, whatever, we've got a beautiful constitution that protects our rights and protects who we are as a nation.
I got it.
You got it.
We'll be back after a short break. Don't move that dial.